Hello everybody, how have you been? Finally, I'm getting to sit down and film this video for you guys today. I know I've been missing since such a long time, but I was just not in the right state of mind to be filming and to be posting videos. But nonetheless, I've been doing my journaling and my everyday planning, and I thought it's a good time for you to see how I've been using my journals and my planners. So here is a quick planner flip through, and I hope you enjoy it. I'm hoping to keep it short. I do not want to keep you too long, and I'll try and squeeze through at least two of my major planner systems, and then maybe I can talk about my memory keeping journal at a later time. So for now, I will just stick to showing you the things that I have going for me, the things that are working for me right now, and how I'm using these two planners in my everyday journaling and planning system. So let's begin with this planner. Initially, I had all of these contents in this same 6-ring binder, but I just thought it was getting too chunky. I felt it was getting too big, and then I thought it's better that I switch some things out into a different planner. And so I got this PVC 6-ring planner from Amazon, and this is working great for now. I really like it. It honestly has pockets, which I've been thinking that I should add something to it. I'm exactly not sure what to add. I'm thinking of making a nice collage with pictures of my family and my cats. Maybe I'm going to sit down and do that today. Let's see. So to start off, like I said, this is an A6 planner, and it's a 6-ring planner from Amazon, about $8 to $9. It comes with just this ruler or a page marker, and the rest of the inserts are my own inserts, which like I mentioned, I used to use in the other planner, but I shifted most of it over here. So to begin with, this planner is mainly my scheduling and my planner. It has all of the details of things that I have to do, my monthlies, my weeklies, dailies, and things like that. And most often I use this planner now for just tracking my hobbies and habits. To begin with, let's do a quick planner flip through. I have this dashboards that I've made by myself. This was an acrylic or an acetate sheet, and then this is another sheet where I've just added a cute sticker. Then this is mostly an insert that came along with the planner, or some older planner. This is a postcard which has San Francisco. Just like it because I got it when I went to San Francisco. This is a free printable. I don't remember from where. It's pretty old. I've just been reusing it. And this is a year at a glance, which comes with the Filofax planner. And my idea was to actually use it and mark as we go along the months and strike out the months that are done, which clearly I have forgotten to do at this point of time. And so I'm thinking might as well do it right now. If I can find some stickers, which I have 12 of, then it would be easier to go with that. Let me see if I have some stickers. Sure, I think I could use one of these stickers. This is just a traveler's notebook, which is a sticker backing paper, and I have used to add all my stickers that are unused so that I remember to use them. So I'm gonna just use these star stickers here to indicate the months that are done. That way I'll actually have a good reminder of using up my stickers as well. We are in August, so that is that. Whoa, this looks so pretty. Okay, and then I have inserts from June onwards. Like I mentioned before, my planner was getting full, so I just took out all the things that were there before this. So let me do a quick flip through. This is my monthlies, then this is my weeklies. I generally use my weeklies to just write stuff which are important and which I can look back on. This was my inbox section. I don't know why it's randomly in between, but I guess I started counting from July as a mid-year setup. So this was my inbox. I've just used plain legal paper, pad paper, And then I usually use these goal tracking sticky notes in order to strike out which of the days have actually been in my planner and which are not, and it just gives me a quick overall look at how my days are going. So like here I mentioned I was sick on these days, I took a vacation on this time. Then this is the monthlies, and I know that I was running out of the Sleepy Notes Club monthly inserts and I really didn't have time to print. So what I did, I just had a planner, which was those A6 pocket size planners. I just tore out the pages out of that, punched holes, and then made it into my monthly spread. The weekly section, so I use these sticky tabs to indicate the current week that I'm on. And these are the Filofax cream paper, cotton cream paper inserts. I really like them. They're very pleasant to the eye. I like how they feel. I like how they write. And speaking of write, currently I'm using this pen by Pilot, and this is called Dr. Grip, and it's in 0.7 if I'm not mistaken, and it's black ink. It writes like butter. It's so smooth. It gives a very luxurious writing feel, and I totally enjoy writing with this. It's got a good soft grip, so I actually don't even feel when I'm writing, and I've sometimes written over multiple pages and I don't even realize it because the grip is so good and it's so soft on the hands. It's very comfortable to use it, and it also writes like super soft. Highly recommend this pen. I don't think it's expensive. It must be around $5 to $6. Pretty good. Then coming to my weeklies, sometimes I decorate it, sometimes I don't. Sometimes it's just blank. I generally use it for my tasks. I make a note of all the tasks that I have to do and I go on striking it out once I've done it. Then comes my daily section, page a day, and I like this because I use it as a mini memory keeping log. I go about writing what I did throughout my day, some basic it's basically a memory log so that I can look back and I can remember what I did on that day. Page marker is actually not something that can stick out and give me an indication as to where this is located. So as you can see, if I were to like place this over here, it's actually in flush with the paper, and I generally cannot pick out the current date with this. So it's just good to be it's good that this is here. I can use it as a ruler. It's handy, but then other than that, it just doesn't help in locating where I am currently. So that's about it. And then I have some blank pages. These are again legal paper pads. So up next is this planner. It is my favorite ring planner, and I have been consistently using this since the day I got it. I had to tweak it a little bit so that I can comfortably use it and make it functional for myself. It's just a simple leather planner, which is a 6-ring planner. I mean, it's a binder. Technically, it didn't come as a planner. It has the same size as a personal Filofax would have, and I added this band. I think it is from Midori, and it's a clip band, and it helps to secure the whole planner. I keep it like this so that everything stays secure and well contained. Then I also have this clip. I'm sure you all are aware, and actually I just use this to insert my pen like so, and it's pretty good. I don't have any problems with it, so it goes with me anywhere easily. I don't have trouble carrying it, so it sits right there in between the pages. Earlier this journal was pretty chunky, but now it's a lot slimmer, so I don't really have to worry much about it. Okay, so now coming to the fun stuff. As I mentioned before, I use this planner mainly for tracking all the things. It generally has only a couple of inserts, I would say, and some notes pages. So let's start. So initially, as you can see, I have this vellum clear cover. I just added a sticker which says stick to it because this is mainly for my habits. So I thought that was a apt sticker, and it's been there since the day I started using this. And then comes the first insert, that is from Sleepy Notes Club. You all know this. It's a very popular insert of hers. I know everybody uses this. I've seen so many versions of this. So many people use it for so many different things. I just totally like the concept of this. So what I do every month is I write some priorities for that month and I start tracking things. But as you can tell, January, I completely lost track of things. I didn't follow through stuff. I was very good the first 2 weeks and I kept tracking whether I stuck with my plans or not. But later on, I just stopped using it. But it was a very good system, and now I've become very consistent and diligent with the same system that I'm starting in August, and you can see that I've been pretty consistent in the following months. And then I was also tracking all of my habits and my sleep. It's just a simple page out of a grid notebook. Let me see if I can find that notebook. I'll just look through my stash, and every month I just tear out a couple of sheets and I use it to create this insert. So I found it. This is the one. So I ordered this week's dupe off of Temu, but I was taken by surprise that it did not actually have the weeks in it, like Hobonichi weeks, and I just did not have the time or energy to sit and make the lines myself or use it as a typical Hobonichi weeks, and then I completely stopped using this planner. And one day I just realized that it's almost the same size as a personal page, except for it's much narrower. And then I thought I could use the grid space. It fits perfectly for habit tracking because then each square could be used for tracking something. And so I created my own insert every month. And it's really working out very well for me. Honestly, I don't need anything more than this, but I tweaked it a little as we went along the months, and you'll see how. But yeah, so far this system is working great for me, and I generally track things like all the stuff that my Apple Watch shows when I'm going through a workout, like how many calories I burned, how many minutes I did, the steps, and whether I closed all of my rings or not. And as you can tell, if we went out for a hike, I have some stickers also here which indicate certain things each month. Now I feel like the blue sticker over here was for all the rings closed, and the green would be for an outdoor activity. And then these are from Marcia Bermucci. I hope I'm pronouncing her name correctly, but I love these dividers. They were initially in this planner, and then I just moved them out recently when I tried to put these trackers here. I need to print more. I've just got a few months, I think. Yeah, I have March and April. That's about it. I ran out of these transparent sheets, and yeah, I need to get more of this. I'm sure I still have the file and I can use it to print out these dividers. This is not a freebie. This is something that I purchased long ago, but I'm sure it's still useful because these are just monthly dividers. And again, I did the same thing with Feb. I wasn't very consistent again because I was tracking stuff elsewhere. So Feb was nothing in this planner. Then March was quite hectic. It does look like I used it a lot, but not really. And then I added a new thing over here. That is, I split the two and I used the right side section to write one line a day. It could be anything that I did that day that was like memorable, or it could be how I was feeling. And then there's this March. I think March is when I really got good at it, and I started keeping track really nicely. March was the same month where I also even tracked pretty well. I originally wanted to use green for all the things I did and the pink highlighter for the things that I did not do, but honestly I fell apart. I think after up until the 13th of March, I wasn't very consistent, but then I started being regular after the 13th. And as you can see, even the one line a day column is pretty filled. This was a good month. I was getting really into fitness, and you can see I did a lot of the days in the week. I went to the gym. I did complete all my rings. I went on walks. I did a lot of steps. So this was a pretty good month, I would say. Then April, I continued doing the same thing, but again wasn't consistent at all. May, again, I fell through. Then June was very consistent, as you can see. Maybe I didn't use the 1 line a day, but I did track my habits and my sleep for the entire month, and this was a good month. I don't know, I have these ups and downs where sometimes I'm like really consistent, sometimes I'm not. I can only focus on 1 or 2 big milestones in my life, and if there is some milestone that I'm trying to hit during 1 month, then everything else takes a backseat. So June was a good month again. I tracked pretty much the entire month. I had an exam, like I mentioned, and that's why I was pretty inconsistent with my April and May. I was studying really hard, and all I could do was focus on that exam. Then I was pretty consistent right after that exam. Right away, I went to gym consistently. You can see 4 days of the week, 3 days of the week. Then there was like 4, 5 days of the week. This was the best day. I've even highlighted it. So yeah, so it was a good month again for my thing. Then I did July. July was also half and half. I was getting through some stuff done. So I have a sticker sheet, which I keep it here at the back. So this is the sticker sheets that I have. These are again from Amazon, and I use different colors each month to indicate different goals. So for now, I can show for August, the colors that I have are these 3 colors. So purple is for all rings closed, orange is for gym, and the green is for completing 6,000 steps a day. So as you can tell, there were some days where I did all 3. There were some days where I could only do 2 of those things. There were some days I didn't do anything, or it could be possible that I did not wear my Apple Watch these days. Sometimes when I have a slow day at home, I just forget to wear the watch and nothing gets tracked. But I've been consistent in August as well. Like I know it was, if you consider this as the first week, there were only like a few days that I did not wear the watch, and the rest of the days were pretty good. So I had 3 full stickers here, 3 here, and 3 here. So yesterday was a good day as well. And today as well is going great. So I'm sure I'll have all 3 stickers by the end of the day. So yeah, that's about it. These are all the blank inserts that I have. It's the same Sleepy Notes Club inserts. I made a mess. I printed it in a little larger size. It was not adjusted. I printed it directly from my phone, and obviously when you print stuff out of your phone, it doesn't resize or doesn't stay original. It just resizes it to the sheet, and yeah, they turned out to be pretty big, so I had to cut them, and I didn't do a good job at cutting them as well. So you can see some of the dates are kind of chopped off, and but still I'm going to use them. I'm just not going to be somebody who will waste these sheets, so I will try and make them work somehow. So I have it up until December, and then this section is, again, I've separated it with a clear divider, and I usually have some recipes in here. I also used to track what I'm doing at the gym, what kind of workouts. I tried the captain's log, then I did journaling. So all of this is a little bit of this and that. It's a mishmash of things. This is a pouch which has the stickers, and then I have just some cards and things like that, which I've just added to hold some sticky notes and page dividers, markers, index tabs, and yeah, that's it. This also has some stickers. These are all the extras that I've got actually from different planners throughout, and I just added it all to this. So that's it. That's about my planners. So these are the 2 big systems that are helping me to stay disciplined and organized, and I really like using them every single day. Something that works as my creative outlet, and I totally enjoy it. Thank you so much for watching. I'm sure this is a long video. I'll try and chop it up into smaller bits. You all take care of yourselves. Goodbye.